everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 330 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. Today's granny square is using those infamous bullion stitches, and they are really popping today. This square worked up so fast, regardless of the fact that bullion stitches take forever, but it is so pretty. And you know what? If you know how to do the repeat of rounds 2, 3, 4, you can make this square as big as you want, making these bullion stitches come out even more into more rounds, making your square bigger. But we're only doing 5 rounds in today's square, so it works up so fast. But this square today is designed by Joanne. It's called Gleaning Wheat, and I will have the written pattern for this in the description of this video. You can check it out on her website, smallloops.blogspot.com, and that will be linked in the description of this video, and also it will be at the bottom of that blog post for the 365 days of granny squares on my website, YARNutopia.com. So you'll see it there too. But this square is so fabulous. I know you either love or hate bullion stitches, but this one turned out so awesome. I'm using 3 different colors today in this square. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and that's a 10 ply size 4 worsted weight medium yarn. You can use any double knitting yarn, any worsted weight yarn, any Aran yarn, or any scrap yarns that you have lying around. You can use any yarn to make this square. This square today I'm going to demonstrate with an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. The written pattern though calls for an I hook, which is 5.5 millimeters. But with the H size hook, it measures out to be about 6.5 inches, which is about 16.5 centimeters, or 16 centimeters or so. So that's how big mine turned out to be with the H size hook, which is 5 millimeters. You're also going to need a scissor and a yarn needle to cut your yarn and sew in your ends. These tools just come in handy when we change color so often, although you do not have to change color at all. Actually, in Joanne's pattern, she actually used a solid color for her whole granny square, and it actually turned out beautifully. But I changed color every row after round 2. So it's totally up to you. Creator's choice on that part. Before we begin, I do have to mention there are links in the description of this video. So there's a link to that written pattern, like I had said. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram. I would love it if you shared your photo today of your square and let me know what you thought about it. So comment on today's post on Facebook with a picture of your square in the comment section, and then on Instagram be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia, and make sure your profile is public so that I can absolutely see your square on Instagram. And if you don't want to share your photo on Instagram, if your profile is private, you can share yours to me on Snapchat. So just Snapchat me a photo. I am YARNutopia on there, so you can Snapchat me a 10-second photo, or let me know what you liked about today's square on there, and follow me on Snapchat. Lastly, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and support YARNutopia by hitting the I in the corner of your video today, and we can keep bringing you those crochet tutorials. So now let's get started and make number 330 granny square. Let's start out with a slip knot, so put your short end over that long end, fold that down, and pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook, and we can begin. Let's start out by chaining 4, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go all the way to the first chain way over here and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And there's your ring. Now, going on to round number 1, we are going to chain up 3. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3. And that counts as our first double crochet of this round. And in this center loop here, this circle, we are going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more double crochets into the center ring. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is like a traditional granny square. Starting out here, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put 3 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. And again, chain 2, 1 and 2, and 3 more double crochets go into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Now, instead of, well, if you're changing color, just chain 2 and slip stitch to the beginning chain of 3. If you're not changing color for round 2, we are going to half double crochet into this chain up 3 here. So yarn over, go into this chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, go into the top of that, then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And now we are in the corner space for the next round. That's if you're not changing color, which I'm not going to yet. So if you are changing color though, just make sure you just chain 2 and then slip stitch to that chain up 3 fast enough. Start a corner for round 2. So going on to round 2, we are going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we are going to double crochet into the same space here. So yarn over, go into this space here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to double crochet into this next stitch right here where we worked our half double crochet in. So yarn over, go into this stitch right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. In this next stitch, we are going to make a bullion stitch. So what we have to do is yarn over 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, make sure it's not too tight on your hook. Okay, go into this next stitch right here, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all of the loops on your hook. That's 2, 3, here's 4, here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there's 10 loops on your hook, and that's what it should look like. Okay? Then we are going to yarn over and pull through to secure that. So kind of like a chain 1. Okay? Then we are going to, let's see here, bullion in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, so yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Awesome. Now in this corner here, we're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put 2 more double crochets in the corner, 1 and 2. Alright, so we're just going to repeat now what we did. So double crochet in the next stitch, then bullion stitch in the next stitch, so wrap 8 times, 6, 7, 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there we go. Go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 10 loops on your hook. It's kind of easier to go like this, where you just help your hook go through by using your other hand, just like that. And then chain 1 to secure it, and then double crochet into this next stitch, just like that. Then in the corner, put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So just finish off this round, and then I'll meet you up for round 3. When you're finishing this round, be sure to put 2 double crochets into this last, or our beginning corner space here. And then if you are changing color for the next round, you can follow along with me. If you're not changing color, half double crochet into this chain up 3 here, just like I showed you in the previous round when we were finishing round 1. Going on to round 2, I showed you how to half double crochet in the beginning there. Do that if you're not changing color. If you are changing color, chain 2, and then slip stitch to this top of this chain up 3 right here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then fasten off, so chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight, insert your hook into a corner, and grab a different color, pull that through, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And in the same space, we are going to put a double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch. So in this double crochet stitch right here, put a double crochet in there. And now in the next stitch, we're going to bullion stitch. So yarn over 8 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 10 loops on your hook. Okay, and I find it easy to just guide these loops off just like that, and then chain 1 to close that. Then double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So this double crochet here, then this bullion stitch right here, skip over this chain 1 right here, and double crochet into this double crochet. Okay, so skip that chain 1 because that just secures the bullion stitch. Now we're going to bullion stitch into this next stitch, so yarn over 8 times, go into that stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go in, yarn over, pull through all 10 loops on your hook. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet into the last stitch on the side. Okay, just like that. Then in the corners, we are putting, it's the same as the last round, 2 double crochets, then chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. And then we're just going to repeat what we did on the side. So double crochet in the next stitch, then bullion stitch in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wraps on your hook. Go in, yarn over, pull through all 10 loops. Just like that. Then chain 1 to secure it, and then double crochet into the next 3. But we want to double crochet in this double crochet into the bullion stitch, skip over the chain 1 of the bullion stitch, and then double crochet into this next double crochet. Okay, then bullion stitch into the next stitch, and then double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 wraps on your bullion stitches. If you want to, you can wrap 6 times and then pull through all 8 loops. That's totally fine as well, but just know that your bullion stitches will then be a little smaller. And I'm just going to finish this round. If you need to, follow along with the written pattern. You totally can do that. It's linked in the description of this video. Otherwise, I'm going to just finish this and then I'll meet you up for the next round. When you come back around, be sure to put 2 double crochets into this beginning corner, just like the last round. And then, if you are not changing color, half double crochet into the top of this beginning chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. So yarn over, go in, and make a half double crochet, just like I showed you in round 1 there when we were connecting. But I'm actually going to change color here, so I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2, and then slip stitch at the top of this chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, right into this chain. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then I'm going to fasten this off. So chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight. We're going to start in a corner for this next round, so just go right back into that corner. I'm grabbing a new yarn and then pulling that through. And just like the last round, we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and put a double crochet into that same corner. Now we are going to double crochet into the first stitch on this side. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We are going to bullion stitch into the next stitch, so yarn over 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all of the loops. Every single loop on that hook. There we go. And then chain 1 to close that. Then we're going to double crochet into the next 3 stitches, but it's going to be just the stitches, not this chain 1 space behind the bullion here. So yarn over, go into this double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the bullion stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, skip this chain 1 here and go into this double crochet here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 3 in a row. Now we're going to bullion stitch into this next stitch here. So wrap 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all of the loops on your hook. Okay, and then chain 1 to close it. Then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next bullion stitch, skip this chain 1 here, and double crochet into this double crochet. Then bullion stitch into the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all of the loops. Once you practice bullion stitches, they get a lot easier as you go. Then chain 1 to finish that one, and then double crochet into the last stitch on the side. And in the corners, we're repeating our corners like the last rounds, putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, so just repeat exactly what we did for this whole side and this corner for each side and each corner around. So first stitch on the side gets a double crochet. Then the next stitch gets a bullion stitch. Remember, wrapping 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, going in and making your bullion stitch. Then double crochet into the next 3 stitches, omitting a double crochet in the chain 1 space. Okay, so 1, 2, skip that, and 3. Which gets you to this middle double crochet that's worked in the bullion stitch from round 2 there. We're putting a bullion stitch in there. And then we're going to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. And then bullion in the next. And then double crochet in the last. And then the corners get 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So you can easily, rewind this to see what I did on the sides or follow along with the written pattern. But I am going to just finish this round right here. And then we can go on to the next round. When you come back around, just put 2 double crochets into this beginning corner here to finish off. And then if you're not changing color and going on to round 5, just half double crochet into the top of this chain up 3 here and go on to round 5 with me. But I'm going to actually change color here, so I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch in the top of that chain up 3. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then fasten off, so chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight, start in a corner. If you're changing color, start in any corner. Hook on your last yarn here. We're going on to round 5, and we're going to chain up 2. And that is going to count as our first half double crochet of this round. And in the same space, we are going to half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. Now we're going to half double crochet into each stitch on this side. Let me count here how many that is. And we're not working in the chain 1 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip this chain 1 space. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Skip this chain 1 space. 9, 10, 11, 12, skip this chain 1 space, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and now in the chain 2 space here, we're going to put 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets into that space, just like that. And then just half double crochet into each stitch on the side and just skip working in the chain 1 spaces right after the bullion stitches. Those don't really mean anything. So just a half double crochet across here or all the way around in each stitch, and in the corners put 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 half double crochet, and then I'll meet you up when we're about to fasten off. When you come back to the beginning, be sure to put 2 more half double crochets into this beginning corner, and then chain 2 and slip stitch to the beginning chain up 2 here. 1, 2, right in there, just go in, and then yarn over and pull through and through. And now we can fasten off. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull it through and pull tight, grab that yarn needle, and sew in your ends. I recommend sewing in your ends as you go or once you finish a square so that you don't have to do it at the end of your big project, whatever you're making, if it's a blanket or a pillow cover or a cardigan or whatever you're making with these squares. Let me know what you're making. Comment on today's post on Facebook and on Instagram, share your photo, and let me know what you're making with your squares. I'd love to see. But there it is, number 330 granny square is finished. You can block this square if you want to. Make sure you pop up those bullion stitches and make sure they are prominent in this pattern. Oh, they look awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see your photos and your comments today on the Facebook and Instagram. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!